Hi there, once again, Ron Carty here from the Expat Club, Patio Expat Club at the Hotel Barracuda, where we meet every Tuesday. And as you know, we have our special guest speakers, but this week was a little bit different. First off, I've got Barry Upton. Would you like to say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. It's the very famous interviewer, Ron Carty.
But it's interesting because rather than have a guest speaker, we actually did an interview, a live interview, where I asked Barry a number of questions about his background and everything, and very, very interesting. So thank you very much for that. He also brought his guitar just in case the computer didn't work, and
Lo and behold.
Very good. Okay, so look, some of the questions I asked him, but the most important one for everybody was what actually motivated you to start in the industry?
Yeah, well, how I initially started with music was that my mother played an accordion in a band during the war, and she brought this accordion down from the loft one day when I was very young and started playing it, and I went, oh, that's just amazing, how to make music like that, you know. But I realised the accordion was going to be a little bit cumbersome for me, so I had piano lessons, so that really kick-started my musical career off.
Yeah, well, you mentioned that later on about the importance of learning the piano. And
it was the best thing I could have ever done, because if you want to learn another instrument, you can relate it to the piano.
Yeah.
And also learning the theory of music, it's all there in front of you. You can see it so clearly when you learn to play the piano.
Interesting. And obviously, we ran through your career. You've got such an extensive, successful career, I've got to say. And a lot of people don't realise. But one of the questions I asked was, how has the music industry actually changed over the years?
Yeah, it's completely changed. It's turned on its head, really. In the 70s, 60s, well, mostly the 70s, it started to get a little bit more corporate, and bands would go and tour and maybe make a loss on a tour, a live tour, to promote their album, and then they'd make the money on the album.
On the record,
Nowadays, it's completely the other way around. You don't make any money really on sales, because everybody downloads for free, and
of course,
music's out there now. But where they do make their money is from concerts. So that's why ticket prices are so high, because that's where bands are really making their money.
And the ticket prices are high.
Yeah, so in the old days, the tour promoted the album. Now, the album
it's the other way around.
Promotes the tour.
Interesting. Okay, and another thing I asked for the members was a memorable moment in your career. Please share that with everybody.
Well, I think pretty much the most memorable moment was as I grew up with the Beatles, and seeing the Beatles recording in 1967, All You Need Is Love, at Abbey Road Studio 2. And then fast forward to 1982, and I'm with a group called Brotherhood of Man, and we got invited to a party to launch a book called 500 number one hits.
Right.
And lo and behold, it was in Studio 2, Abbey Road, where the Beatles recorded all their hits.
Yeah.
All my heroes were there, you know, and I'm mixing with them all. And then to trump that, we all had to line up for a picture. And we're all making jokes with each other, and I've got there's Sting there, and then there's Mickey Dolenz here.
Is that right? Yeah.
And then I suddenly noticed there's Paul McCartney right next to me, and Paul and Linda McCartney were next to me. So I thought, this is the highlight now.
Yeah.
Being in Abbey Road Studio 2, where they recorded all their hits, or most of their hits anyway. And there he is, and I'm having a picture taken. I didn't even know.
Hard to top. That moment was hard to top. Oh, excellent. Okay.
And then when we stood up, I actually met him. I thought, oh, what did he say? Everybody says, oh, you know, he said the same thing. So I said, can you lend us a fiver?
Is that right?
Which made him laugh.
No, bloody good. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, what a good one. Okay, yeah. Can you lend me? No, we are going to that. Okay. And then we spoke about any particular lessons learned since you started out, particular lessons learned, not just in the music industry, but as an individual.
Yeah, I think that you've got to enjoy what you do. I mean, that's the most important part. The money is a bonus.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of hard work, more than anybody ever realizes, that goes into creating hits. And you may record 40 songs, and then one of them, or you write 40 songs, and one of them is a hit. But that one is the one that makes you the money. But people don't understand how many songs didn't get there, you know? So my old manager from Brotherhood of Man told me, the harder you work, the luckier you get.
Yeah, it's true. But you mentioned enjoyment, and it's true. I mean, I've been a consultant for many years, and the three things, third is money, two is recognition, and number one, sheer enjoyment of what you're doing.
You've got to. It's the most important, and it shines through as well. If you enjoy what you do it well, and because you work harder.
Yeah. Okay, so looking back on your career, quick summary for everybody.
A quick summary. Well, I actually can't believe what I've done, really. I mean, when I was a young kid and thinking about, this is what I'd love to do. I'd love to be a professional musician.
Yeah.
I remember, the big story is that I always remember I would love to have my name on the middle of a record.
Yeah, good.
Right?
Yeah.
And that happened like so many times, CDs and in the charts and stuff, and kind of like after a while you get a little bit blasé about it, but you mustn't forget that's what motivated you.
It's true, mate. It's true. You can't forget. Okay, and finally, what are you actually working on now? Because I know you never stop. I know you never stop.
I've never stopped writing because I love the creativity of writing, and I love recording, and I love making the video now as well, which is for YouTube. And I've got a YouTube channel called Fab Baz Music TV.
Yeah.
Fab Baz
Repeat that for everybody again.
Fab Baz Music TV. And you can see all my videos on there. And I love every bit of it. I mean, I've worked out that video editing can be boring unless you've got a good subject and you're enjoying watching it all the time. So I kind of, when I'm starting on a project now, I always think of those things. I think I'm writing the song, but think of the video.
Yeah. Well, Barry, look, we're short on time, but on behalf of very good. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. It was also fascinating. Okay, so I appreciate it very much. Good. Just let everybody know, where are you? Any particular things that you would like to say? Where you are performing?
Well, my regular weekly gig is Classroom Music Lounge, which is in Soy 13/4. Just next to Boys Town, but don't let put it it's okay. It's just around the corner. It's a lovely place. It's very inviting. It is. Like a little family there. Every Thursday night, 8 o'clock.
Excellent. Come on. But Barry, on behalf of the Expat Club, the members, fantastic.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you again. Okay. So once again, come and join us every Tuesday, Barracuda Hotel, Expat Club, camaraderie, speakers, interviewers, entertainments. Come and join us.
Au revoir.